Let's make some pizza if you guys want to tag along. Cornmeal. We get this pizza dough from Aldi. Never order takeout pizza. I just make it at home because I can tell you what, in the past when we've ordered pizza that's been takeout, it does not taste good. It does not taste like my pizza. My family is spoiled, so I always make pizza as homemade as I can. Most moms realistically aren't going to have the time to make pizza dough on a weeknight, so your local grocery stores, if you look in the frozen sections, usually have some form of fresh pizza dough. Here in like the next week or so though, I'm going to show you guys how to make a focaccia version of the pizza using my cold fermented recipe, which is super easy if any of you guys have made it. You put it in the fridge, you forget about it, and then you've got some bread. Trick to the pre-made dough, when you pull it out the freezer, leave it in the fridge for 1 to 2 days to defrost. I like to pull it out like 3 to 4 hours ahead of time of me making the pizza dough, because if not, it's going to be hard to work with. So I highly suggest taking the time to pull this out ahead of time so you don't have to fight with the dough. I've learned it the hard way on my own a few times. I'm going to go ahead and poke some holes in that. Take that and pre-bake that in our oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I also always pre-bake my crust so that it doesn't end up soggy. Pizza crust is done. I make my own sauce. This is pretty much leftover from the last time I made it. I promise you guys the next time that I make my pasta sauce from scratch, I will show you guys. Just a video separate for that. I'm going to throw this back in the oven for about 10 minutes to bake with the sauce on top. Once again, I like to do that so my pizza doesn't get soggy, because homemade sauce usually has a higher water content than sauce from the jar. I'm going to shred up 1 block of mozzarella cheese, sad head of lettuce. We're not going to let that go to waste. Once again, not with these grocery prices and not in this economy. Some of the spinach we got from the food pantry. We got a lot of this, and if I don't use it all up in the next day or two, I'm going to freeze the rest of it. Shred in some carrot. I also am going to cut up a tomato for this. Not throwing it in the salad directly though, because my daughter doesn't like the raw tomato in the salad. Sometimes the honey is picky about it too. So really, I'm probably just cutting it up for me. Alright, to my pizza. My cheese and some pepperoni, because pepperoni pizza is a fan favorite. I'm only going to use one of these. I'm going to save the other for when I make my pizza focaccia. Back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Perfection. Just like that, you have pizza for dinner with a side salad. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Love you guys. Bye.